Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the afternoon session of the Montgomery County Council. This afternoon, we have a number of public hearings. We'll start with item 4 on our agenda, which is a public hearing on zoning text amendment 25-07, retail sales and service cannabis dispensary. This ZTA would prohibit licensed cannabis dispensaries within 100 feet of a lot with a residential use. A Planning, Housing, and Parks Committee work session will be scheduled for a later date. Those wishing to submit material for the council's consideration should do so by the close of business on June 26, 2025. As a reminder of our public hearing testimony guidelines, your comments must be limited to issues relevant to the public hearing topic for which you are testifying and are appropriate for a public meeting. You will hear a tone when your time is up, and we appreciate everyone abiding by their allotted time. For this public hearing, we have three members of the public here in person. We have the mayor of the town of Kensington, Tracy Furman, with us, Montgomery County Planning Board, Benjamin Berbert, Yes, Benjamin, thank you. And Reverend Leslie Westbrook is here. And if you want to come on down, and we'll have you. One of our colleagues, Councilmember Lukey, is watching virtually our public hearing today. And as everyone gets situated, we'll start with Mayor Furman when you're ready.
It's not always the best to be first. Good afternoon, Council President and Council members. I want to thank you all for allowing me to speak today on this topic. I'm Tracy Furman, the Mayor of the Town of Kensington. While the town has not publicly taken a position on ZTA 2507, the Town Council and I do share concerns which I will address in my testimony. What brings me here today is our first concern, and that is both the state and the county executive branch may be overlooking the language of state law that prohibits cannabis dispensaries within 500 feet of locations such as child care facilities, schools, libraries, parks, and places of worship. After the state issued a conditional state license was granted to the dispensary, we informed the state by a letter dated March 19th that 3 places of worship were overlooked or missed that are within 500 feet of the dispensary. The state referred to us to the county, which then deferred us back to the state. A second letter was sent on March 19th to the MCA Director Robinson, and we have yet to receive a response. We would have expected non-traditional churches of different cultures would receive the same respect and classifications as traditional brick and mortar churches receive as sensitive locations. But by not acknowledging the churches, it leaves open the possibility for cannabis dispensaries to abut residential properties where children may be present. This scenario applies directly to a proposed dispensary in Kensington. Maryland law allows governments to mandate up to a 100-foot distance between cannabis dispensaries and residential zones. However, state law also stipulates that cannabis regulations cannot be stricter than those of alcohol. Without time to review or the expertise to fully understand Montgomery County alcohol licensing requirements, our first question is, how will a ZTA impact future restaurants seeking on and off liquor licenses if they are within 100 feet of residential properties? Kensington has many restaurants located less than 100 feet from single and multifamily homes. Assuming existing businesses would be grandfathered in, we must consider how this affects prospective new applicants applying for an alcohol license specifically for restaurants. Would the county consider amending the ZTA to apply to abutting residential properties or reducing the 100-foot required to 50 feet? As Kensington does not have independent zoning authority, we rely on the county council to address these issues without affecting our current restaurant licensing system. We do support a reasonable buffer to preserve neighborhood character and quality of life aiming to keep adult-only activities separate from children's playgrounds. We want to thank Council members Albornoz and Katz for seeking to address these concerns with the proposed ZTA. Thank you for the invitation to come and speak today.
Thank you. Mr. Burke?
Thank you, Council President, members of the Council. My name is Benjamin Burbert, and I'm here representing the opinion of the Montgomery County Planning Board today. During the Planning Board's hearing, there was two major recommendations that came out. The first is a way to probably simplify the ZTA. Right now, the way it's been structured is to create limited use for all retail, because we're trying to still treat a cannabis dispensary as a general retail use. However, the code's already been amended at least once to create special retail uses for sensitive uses such as vape shops. And so this might want to be an example in this ZTA to not have to rewrite the entire retail section of code and instead just create a new use for the cannabis dispensary. The other major recommendation the Planning Board had was really not a judgment call, but just is the council considering that right now as it's worded that this has to be within 100 or has to be at least 100 feet from a property improved with a residential use. That is almost everywhere in the county, and so this would create a near prohibition on the location of new uses, particularly since retail now, pretty much the zones that allow it are mixed use zones, and we're trying to encourage more housing everywhere. And again, that might be the intent of the council through this legislation. If it's not, the planning board just flags that you might want to consider alternatives when making that judgment as to whether it's 100 feet or all residential uses, and maybe there should be different treatment for different zones or different types of housing. The planning board also did a climate assessment with the ZTA as required by law and found that there really would be no discernible impacts on carbon emissions and sequestration or in resiliency and adaptive capacity or any relations to the actions of the Climate Action Plan. This really is a technical amendment that's affecting a subset of a very specific use, and it's very difficult to measure whether there really would be any impacts, particularly since most of the retail is already constructed or would be constructed and other users could just fill the space anyway. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And next we have Reverend Leslie Westbrook. You have to press the button on your microphone. Mayor Furman can help you. Yep, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to see you all live. I've certainly seen your names and so forth. I've been in my home for 31 years, so I know about you, but I've never met you. So thank you for having me today. My name is Reverend Dr. Leslie Westbrook. I am a Unitarian Universalist minister, fully ordained, and I also hold a doctorate in clinical social work. My first memory as a child at 2 years of age was walking down a Kensington street holding my big brother's hand because it was icy. So I have a lot of personal feelings and memories of this city, this town. I'm here to give testimony regarding the marijuana dispensary now projected to be sited on University Boulevard in Kensington, less than 100 feet from my home. Over 200 people petitioned the relevant government agencies to disallow the dispensary at that location when they learned of the plan. I only learned of the plan in late spring. The projected dispensary would fully abut my backyard and be 30 feet from my bedroom window. I urge you to pass a zoning ordinance to establish what I thought was 100 feet being considered between dispensaries and areas zoned as residential use as soon as possible. They are presently in my backyard at 6:15 in the morning working on that building. It wakes me up. The dispensary immediately abuts my residence. The ordinance needs to be passed by the City Council this month so that the dispensary cannot proceed. I'm asking for fairness. The facility they wish to use has 2 old bank drive-through windows that I have just this morning been informed they intend to use. And those drive-throughs come right up to the fence that borders my house. We're concerned, my neighbors are and I, about the noise of these drive-throughs. The bank that was there closed at 5. This dispensary, I've been told, will close maybe at 9 in the evening. Since cannabis is illegal at the federal level, this is my second point, under the Controlled Substance Act, financial institutions are subject to criminal prosecution for their involvement with cannabis-related businesses. Therefore, the dispensary will only have cash transactions. Armed guards will be required, and there will be no regulation of their training. Insurance companies are also hesitant to provide coverage to dispensaries, primarily due to the ongoing federal illegality of cannabis and the danger of robberies. I am only going down this far on this, if I could. If an insurance company will not take the risk, why should I? Number 3, our neighborhood has children and adolescents who would be exposed to easy access and exposed to persons driving through our neighborhood looking for parking to be customers of the dispensary.
Reverend, if you could wrap up, and you can always email your testimony to us.
Okay, all right, I'm just going to say, and then number 4 was about home values. As a senior citizen who sees my home as a major part of my retirement resources and plan, this is deeply disturbing. Everyone in our neighborhood is concerned about their home values. So there's 4 reasons. This is it: noise, crime, children, and housing values.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for their testimony today on this bill. This public hearing is now closed. Thank you. Item 5 is a public hearing and action on expedited bill 14-25, Special Capital Improvement Projects, Clarksburg Library. This bill will authorize the planning, design, and construction of the Clarksburg Library project in the Clarksburg and vicinity area. Council action is scheduled immediately following this hearing. There are no registered speakers for this hearing. The public hearing is now closed. We will now move to the action portion of the item. This is a continuation of our legislative session. Do I have a motion to approve expedited bill 14-25? Councilmember Balcom moved. Council Vice President Juando seconded. This is a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Lukey. Councilmember Lukey is absent. Councilmember Mink.
Yes.
Councilmember Mink votes yes. Councilmember Sales. Councilmember Sales is absent. Councilmember Friesen.
Yes.
Councilmember Friesen votes yes. Councilmember Glass.
Yes.
Councilmember Glass votes yes. Councilmember Katz.
Yes.
Councilmember Katz votes yes. Councilmember Albornoz.
Yes.
Councilmember Albornoz votes yes. Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez.
Yes.
Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez votes yes. Councilmember Balcom. Councilmember Balcom.
Yes.
Councilmember Balcom votes yes. Councilmember Juando.
Yes.
Councilmember Juando votes yes. Councilmember Stewart.
Yes.
Councilmember Stewart votes yes.
I don't know, maybe having second thoughts? I just want to note that we have 2 council members who unfortunately couldn't be here in person, but they are watching virtually, but unable to vote on that item. Our next item we now have is item 6 is a public hearing and action on expedited bill 15-25, Special Capital Improvements Projects, New Organics Processing Facility. This bill will authorize the planning, design, and construction of the new organics processing facility project in the Little Monocacy Basin, Dickerson, Barnesville area. Council action is scheduled immediately following this hearing. As a reminder of our public hearing testimony guidelines, your comments must be limited to issues relevant to the public hearing topic for which you are testifying and are appropriate for a public meeting. You will hear a tone when your time is up, and we appreciate everyone abiding by their allotted time. This public hearing is now closed. We will now move on to the action portion of this item. This is a continuation of our legislative session. Is there Oh, sorry. We do have speakers. My apologies. We do have 4 speakers. I was thinking I wanted to turn to Councilmember Lukey before going to the speakers and seeing if she wanted to be recorded on the vote before that.
Yes.
My brain was moving way too fast.
Yes and a yes.
Yes. If the clerk could record her vote for the prior action, I'd appreciate that. And my apologies, we do have speakers for this item. We have 1 speaker in person, Karina Gupta. right, Ms. Gupta, whenever you are ready, you're good to go.
Good afternoon, council members. My name is Karina Gupta, and I am in 11th grade at Poolesville High School, representing Compostology, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that reduces the amount of food waste sent to incinerators through school food recovery and composting programs. Almost a quarter of landfills in the United States are composed of food waste, from apple cores to half-eaten sandwiches to the tons of unopened food that gets dumped in the trash after every school lunch period. When this waste breaks down in the landfills, it produces greenhouse gases which greatly contribute to climate change. From this angle, Montgomery County school lunch periods are mass-scale factories that directly contribute to global warming. The scope of this issue is astounding. We've estimated that this food waste adds up to 420,000 pounds per year just from Montgomery County Public Schools. This fills up 27,000 trash bags every year. The amount of carbon dioxide released from schools' food waste is the same as burning 250,000 tons of coal. Personally, I have spoken with so many students and staff members across the nation. The message is clear. Youth and adults alike are tremendously worried for the future of this world. We are already seeing the horrific impacts of climate change, and lack of action will only make it worse. When surveying school administrations, principals say that they want to start composting programs in their schools as the environmental benefits, student leadership development, and educational opportunities are so clear. When students, teachers, and valuable members of the county feel that the system can't fulfill its fundamental purpose of preparing them for the future, that's a system that's broken. One main reason that Montgomery County Public Schools has not funded composting is because there is no government-run composting facility in Montgomery County with enough capacity to support all of the food waste from all the schools. With the ability to compost our schools' food scraps within Montgomery County Public Schools has previously expressed its belief in a greater return on its possible investment in countywide school compost programs. Not only would this reduce Montgomery County's carbon footprint, it would also teach students across the county the importance of sustainability and ways that they can adopt sustainable lifestyles going forward, empowering the next generation of leaders, scholars, and innovators to make choices in support of our environment. The county must pass Bill 1525 so that we can do our part to save our planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gupta. Next, we have three virtual participants for the public hearing. First is Ms. Caroline Taylor.
Well, I have to say that's a tough act to follow. Yes. Cheers, Ms. Gupta, and for Poolesville's Global Ecology Program. I am Caroline Taylor. I am here today to give strong support for this bill and for this initiative. I serve on behalf of MCA on the County Zero Waste Task Force, and one of our chief recommendations was to advance diverting our food scraps to organic composting. I also want to say that we support our colleagues at Sugarloaf Citizens Association as they negotiate an appropriate agreement to move this initiative forward with Montgomery County. So here we are. Rather than consuming and wasting, as our species often does, we're creating a product from what would have been waste that will add essential elements to soil: nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, zinc, just to name a few, enhancing water retention of soil, prompting microbial action, balancing soil pH. Nutrients are slow released, and they reduce the risk of nutrient runoff and pollution in our waterways. I have a few other recommendations to make for you all, and one of them is to make this product easily available to our farmers and affordable. This can only help them gravitate away from the inputs of synthetic fertilizers. Also, as was the case years and years ago with our recycling program, robust public outreach is going to be needed. And finally, and because we have such success here at our home kitchen and garden, our on-site composting, and I know there's been some studies started in 2022 of enclosed on-site composting. I think if there's a way to incentivize that, it will also help. And so with that, and with about a minute left, I thank you, and I hope that you all will move this forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your testimony today. Next, we have Jennifer Kunz.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Kunze. I'm the Maryland Organizing Director with Clean Water Action, here today to support this item and urge you to move forward quickly with food waste diversion. This is a really important part of climate action for local governments. It's diverting waste from landfills and incinerators is one of the most powerful things that are in local government's purview to act on climate change. As you heard from the prior speaker, wasted food going into incinerators or landfills causes a significant amount of greenhouse gas emissions, and especially as Montgomery County looks toward finally closing down the incinerator, hopefully on a near-term timeline, making sure that wasted food is out of the waste stream is going to be very important. Wasted food causes 58% of methane emissions from municipal solid waste landfills, and landfills contribute about 17% of Maryland's methane emissions on the whole. So this is a really significant action item. And it's also one where local governments really, across Maryland, really need to make a lot of progress. In Maryland, only about 15% of all food waste gets recycled via composting and other methods. There's also a big opportunity for action here because of state laws that have passed in the last couple of years. In 2021, we worked hard to pass HB 264, which requires that large food waste generators producing 1 ton of food waste a week or more are required to divert that from the waste stream and into recycling, into composting, if there is a facility within a nearby radius of their location with the capacity to take that waste. And so by constructing this project, it will make that law that we passed in 2021 more effective by adding to the state's collective capacity to compost wasted food. And there's quite a lot of room for progress. There are only 6 compost facilities permitted by MDE to handle food scraps currently operating, and none in Montgomery County. So this is very important. And finally, Clean Water Action supports the Sugarloaf Citizens Association's demands around committing, along with approving this project, committing to a near-term timeline deadline for closing the Dickerson incinerator. It's time for action on this issue, and we hope that the council will make sure that that action gets taken. Thank you.
Thank you. Our last speaker on this is Constance Gallagher.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I actually go by Connie. Thank you for taking the time to talk to all of us. I'm a member of the Board of Directors for Sugarloaf Citizens Association, and I speak on behalf today of SCA. We're pleased to support the legislation. Composting food scraps is a critical component of reducing the volume of waste in Montgomery County that currently gets burned. As you know, food waste makes up almost 20% of the county's garbage. Diverting this waste over time to a compost facility puts it to good use, in essence, recycling it. As you also know, SCA has some oversight over operations of the existing yard trim compost facility in Dickerson, the intended destination for the food scraps. We are pleased to be part of this well-managed facility, its mission, and its useful and very popular product, Leaf Grow. Over a year now, SCA has been in discussions with the county officials about the expansion of the facility to accept and integrate food scraps. The conversation continues today in the context of the county's broader plans to overhaul its waste management systems. As we have testified to the council, we stand ready to negotiate with county officials on the issues that surround the facility's expansion. We share the county's goals, but have concerns about the impact on the local community and indeed all county residents. We look forward to seeing the full details of the plans for the compost facility's expansion. As of today, we have yet to see even preliminary plans. This bill, of course, would kickstart the county's deeper dive into how the expansion will occur, what the timeline would be, and what the equipment and processes will be. As the County Council knows, SCA advocates for a new waste management system that will result in shuttering the county's polluting and aging incinerator as soon as possible. We have asked the county leadership and DEP officials to work toward that goal. As one aspect of our discussions with DEP and the county executive's office, we have requested that the county make a public commitment to close the incinerator by a date that the county sets, based on the evolving waste management overhaul plans. We look forward to our continuing dialogue with you, the county executive's office, DEP, to resolve these issues for the benefit of all of our county residents. We really do appreciate your time today and look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Those are all the folks we have today to testify, so this public hearing is now closed. We will now move on to the action portion of this item. This is a continuation of our legislative session. Is there a motion to approve expedited bill 15-25? Councilmember Falcon moved. Councilmember, was that Sales? Yes. Seconded. This is a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lukey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lukey votes yes. Councilmember Mink?
Yes.
Councilmember Mink votes yes. Councilmember Sales?
Yes.
Councilmember Sales votes yes. Councilmember Friesen?
Yes.
Councilmember Friesen votes yes. Councilmember Glass?
Yes.
Councilmember Glass votes yes. Councilmember Katz?
Yes.
Councilmember Katz votes yes. Councilmember Albanos?
Yes.
Councilmember Albanos votes yes. Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez?
Yes.
Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez votes yes. Councilmember Balcom?
Yes.
Councilmember Balcom votes yes. Councilmember Jawando?
Yes.
Councilmember Jawando votes yes. Councilmember Stewart?
Yes.
Councilmember Stewart votes yes.
Great. And I know Councilmember Sales was virtual before and unable to vote on the earlier item. Would you like to record your vote?
Yes, I would like to confirm my vote in the affirmative to support the library.
Okay. Is that good?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That ends our public hearings for this afternoon. I want to thank everyone who was able to participate in person and virtually, and to thank our clerk's office and all our staff for helping this afternoon. With that, we are adjourned for today, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, everyone.
Friends can have matching bracelets and collars, a fun way to showcase their bond.
So that the connection